Hi Pam, good morning. I've pre-recorded this video for you to help you in your daily practice of your priming. As you know, this technique is backed by science and it's really a game changer. So I'd really like to hold your hand and guide you through the process so that you can master this habit in as much less of a time, so that you can see radical results very soon. Okay, now reminder that because you have been conditioned for a long time, forming a new habit takes time. So this new habit, this new insight, this new technique we're installing and downloading to your mind is also going to take some time. So allow yourself some patience so that you could achieve your desired results. Right? So today we have 3 parts. Right? The first part of the priming is where you're going to breathe radically. Like the first thing that you do when you wake up is just to breathe, like how we're going to do it later and like how I've taught you in the past, right? And maybe we'll tweak it for someone like you who's just beginning to practice this, right? That's part 1. Now, as soon as we filled ourselves with enough oxygen and we've cleared our mind and primed our brains for whatever new thoughts we're going to put in it, right? The next step is to list down. List down. So it's an action word, right? Whatever you have in your mind, you need to capture it and write it down on paper. Right? List them down. And those are the 3 things you want to accomplish today, no matter what happens. And ideally, these 3 things are things that you'll do that will get you closer to your goal day by day. What is your goal? What is your bigger goal? Right? For this journey of 3 months, what is your bigger goal? And like we mentioned, one of your bigger goals is to be unshakable or be unaffected, right? Or be bulletproof of external factors we call triggers, right? That's one of the many things. In fact, on the board, I've listed some that I can recall off the top of my head, like your ultimate goal is to be in control of your thoughts, your focus, and your emotions, right? Those are your bigger goals. So when you prime yourself every day, your actions must bring you closer to that bigger goal, right? And I'm going to give you some examples of what your goals could be, right? And as we do, and as I give you some examples, right, while we're doing the priming, you start, you follow through, right? I will guide you, and then you're going to repeat after me, okay? And then the third part of that is list 3 things you're grateful for, and I'm also going to give you some recommendations, right? Because priming helps our brain anticipate triggers and help us determine our next course of action. Action that is entirely radical and different from how we used to react, behave, make decisions, and take actions in the past. Okay? So are you ready? Let's dive in. So the first part is breathing, right? So you put your hand up like so, and as you bring them down, you're closing your fist and you're exploding with your exhale through your nose, like so. Again, hands up, bringing them down, exploding or exhaling through your nose, like so. So that's step 1. Step 2 is you bring that up again and exhale through your nose with your hands open. Now, since you're a beginner, do this in repetitions of 10 or 20 at a time, right? And each time you bring that, make sure that you're sitting upright like so, and your back is not rested, right? You're sitting upright like so. So from that position, and do it in repetitions of 10, 20, or 30, right? And feel your body rushing, right? As you put oxygen in and you exhale, carbon dioxide. So if you want, you can pause the video and do it. Now, the next part is after you've done your breathing, you start thinking about the at least three, not more, just 3, right? Because you don't want to overwhelm. Like I said, I know you have so much to do, millions of things, right? But I only need you to focus on 3 things that are critically important that you need to do today and accomplish, no matter what. And these are the ones that bring you to your goal. What could that be, right? So one example could be, and this is related to one of your ultimate goals, to be unshaken by triggers, is what's out of my control is out of my control. There is nothing I can do about it. So number 1, today I will focus on what I can control, and that is me, my thoughts, my reactions, my decisions, and my actions. I will easily and effortlessly let go of encounters, conversations, events, circumstances that I have no control over, such as other people's own issues, negative behaviors, or perceived ill attitude towards me. So I'll say that again. What's out of my control is out of my control, and there's nothing I can do about it. So number 1, today, I will focus on what I can control, and that is me. My thoughts, my reactions, my decisions, my actions, and I will easily and effortlessly let go of encounters, conversations, events, circumstances that I have no control over, such as other people's issues, negative behaviors, or perceived ill attitude towards me. Right? So that's one. That's a simple goal, right? But that gets you closer. When you master that kind of perception and that kind of attitude or that behavior, it gets you closer to your ultimate goal, doesn't it? Now the next one could be, I will focus on solutions rather than focusing my attention to the problem. 80-20 rule. 20% should be on determining what the problem is, understanding what it is. 80% on finding the solutions, right? Or today, I will focus on actions that will produce the results I desire. Again, today, I will focus on actions that will produce the results I desire. And another example could be, I will walk away from hostile, aggressive, disrespectful, blaming, labeling, shaming, name calling, judging conversations, encounters, circumstances peacefully. Keyword is peacefully, and I will walk away. Again, this could be a very awesome goal. I will walk away, meaning I will not encounter. And if it comes my way and it's hostile, aggressive, disrespectful, it's blaming, it's labeling, it's shaming, name calling, judging, conversations, you can say no, right? Or encounters or circumstances, you can say no by walking away from it. What you're doing is you're creating a healthy boundary for yourself, right? And number 5, I will catch myself having self-talks that bring me down, lose confidence, leave me confused and uncertain, and shift my triad radically and redirect my focus on regaining my confidence, hope, radiance, and power. Right? So those are already 5 goals. I said just 3, right? So you can, on different days, whatever feels right for you, you can use them. But these are examples of goals, right? That you need to accomplish every day. Because when you stack up on them each day and you're winning on these small things and you stack up on small wins, you get closer to your ultimate goal. Right? Because no success is overnight. Success is made up, achievement is made up of small things done every day, done in a repeated and consistent manner. Right? So that is your intentions for the day. Right? So you can pick 1 to 3, right? Because I don't want to overwhelm you. Right? When it's too complicated for the brain, it says, you know what, the heck with it. Hell no. Right? So just 3 simple things. And these could be your goals. Right? I'm sure you get the idea. And then the last part is list 3 things that you're grateful for. Right? Like we said, gratitude is the ultimate state of receiving. You cannot thank someone or something or even the universe or God for something you have not received it. Therefore, the ultimate state of receiving is when you said thank you, right? Because that is the signature that indicates that you've already received them. So an example of a gratitude could be, I'm grateful that I'm no longer affected by external forces, right? So even when you're still affected, you're already thanking the universe. You're already thanking your creator, right? Because you're already living in that state of mind, right? So you're anticipating that there will come a point that you will no longer be affected by external forces. I'm grateful for my ability to shift my focus into positive, empowering thoughts at will, whenever I want, wherever I want, whoever I'm with. Right? Notice this should be in the past, in the future tense, right? But we're claiming it now. We're being grateful for it now, even before we receive it. But because, like I said, just because you haven't seen it doesn't mean it's not there. In the realm of the supernatural, it's already happening, right? And the more we thank them as if we have received them, the more we attract them and the more we make them real. Right? Because in the mind, it doesn't distinguish between imagination and reality. For the mind, it's just the same. Now, another example would be, I'm grateful for the positive change that is now happening inside me. I'll say that again. I'm grateful for the positive change that is happening inside of me. And then, another example would be, I'm grateful for the wonderful future awaiting for me. Right? Whatever that is, could be a life that is fulfilled, a life that is blessed with a good relationship, with someone who loves me and respects me and treats me the way I deserve, and I treat them otherwise. Like a future where the kid fede, right? And maybe you have, I don't know, right? Whatever your ideal future is, you thank them now, right? So if you can see, the process is really easy, and you don't have to believe it yet. All you have to do is do it, right? Because if you do it enough times, right, with conviction, you will start believing it. And when you start believing it, it starts becoming a part of you, and it becomes a reality. So the key is repeatedly and consistently, right? So again, right, you practice breathing. You relax and you set your intentions for the day. It could be any one of the 5 things that I recommended for you, right? And the key is to write them down so that you can look at them throughout the day when you're losing your focus. Okay? And it's up to you if you want to read them aloud so that you yourself can hear it. Right? So after listing your intentions, and I'm going to go back to that again as an example. What's out of my control? Is outside of my control. There is nothing I can do about it. So today I will focus on what I can control, and that's me. My thoughts, my reactions, my decisions, my actions. I will easily and effortlessly let go. I will easily and effortlessly let go of encounters, conversations, events, circumstances that I have no control over, such as people, other people's own issues, negative behaviors, or perceived ill attitude towards me. Okay? Another thing, I will focus on solutions. 80-20 rule. 20% on understanding and determining the problem, 80% focused on finding the solutions. I will focus on actions that will produce results. Here's another good one. I will walk away from hostile, aggressive, disrespectful, blaming, name-calling, shaming, judging, labeling conversations, encounters, circumstances, and I will do that peacefully. Right? And lastly, this could be another good thing. I will catch myself having self-talk that brings me down, lose my self-confidence, leave me confused and uncertain, and shift my triad radically. Okay, I'll say that again. Shift my triad radically and redirect my focus on regaining my confidence, my hope, my radiance, and my power. Right? Write them down. And bring it with you wherever you are, right? And as silly as it sounds, bring it up when you're losing your focus and read them aloud to yourself, because that will remind you of what your focus should be. Okay? Now, for your gratitude, right? Could be that you're grateful for no longer being affected by external forces, even though you still are. Because you're thanking them in advance, right? There's something that happens magically in your neural pathways. I'm grateful for my ability to shift my focus into positive, empowering thoughts. at will. I'm grateful for the positive changes that is now happening inside of me. And I'm grateful for the wonderful future awaiting for me. And then list them down. Right? And then close your eyes. Take a deep breath in and exhale. Right? And go about with your day. So I hope this almost half an hour hand-holding session with you really helps you out. I apologize for if you can hear my dogs barking outside. Must be the cats. But I hope this really helped you out, and I hope this help you master your priming session for the next few days. Right? And I encourage you to do it daily. Right? Until you master it, listen to this recording. You don't have to have any other goals until you master how it's done. And intuitively enough, when you've mastered how the process works, your higher self will tell you what your goals will be. And just trust yourself. Okay? So here is wishing that this hand-holding session will really help you and guide you. Right? And see the results that you desire within your day. As you've seen and as you've read, priming is a life changer. And I hope that this becomes a lifelong skill for you. Thank you, Pam. You have an awesome and amazing day. That choice is not on anybody's hands. It's on your hands. Thank you. Take care. Bye-bye.